Have you ever wondered why cats hate water? An intriguing question, isn't it? Today, we're unraveling the peculiar relationship between our feline friends and the liquid element that covers over 70% of our planet. It's a well-known fact that many cats seem to have an aversion to water. They exhibit an array of strange behaviors, from the frantic scampering at the mere sight of a filled bathtub to the careful tiptoeing around a spilled glass of water. Not to mention, the infamous drenched cat look is enough to make any cat owner wince sympathetically. But what causes this feline fuss about water? Is it a simple dislike, or is there more to this watery enigma? These are the questions we'll be answering in this fascinating exploration of cats and water, so don't go away. Stay tuned as we dive into the reasons behind cats' aversion to water. Believe it or not, cats' dislike for water is rooted in their evolution. Our feline friends are descendants of a long line of creatures who made their homes in the arid regions of the Middle East. These ancestors of modern-day cats lived in environments where water was scarce and exposure to large bodies of water was minimal. In these dry, desert-like conditions, the ancestors of our domestic cats had to be resourceful, learning to get by with the little water available to them. They developed the ability to survive on the moisture they could extract from their prey, and as a result, they rarely needed to drink from water sources directly. This lifestyle didn't require them to swim or wade through water, and so they never developed a liking or a need for it. Now let's fast forward thousands of years to the domestic cats we know and love today. Despite the comforts of modern living and the abundance of water available to them, our furry companions have retained the instincts of their desert-dwelling ancestors. It's as if the memory of their arid origins is etched into their DNA. Like their ancestors, most domestic cats are not naturally inclined to immerse themselves in water. In fact, they can often seem downright scared of it. This aversion to water is not a learned behavior, but rather an instinctual one. It is a trait that has been passed down through generations, from the arid deserts of the Middle East to the comfy couches of our living rooms. It's fascinating, isn't it? The behaviors and instincts of our pets can often provide a window into their past, shedding light on their evolutionary journey. It gives us a unique perspective on why they behave the way they do, even if it can sometimes seem a little quirky to us. So it seems like cats' dislike for water is a trait passed down from their ancestors. It's a captivating reminder that even as our pets adapt to our homes and lifestyles, they still carry with them the echoes of their wild past. But it's not just about their ancestors, there's also a fear factor involved. Picture this. You're in your comfortable, warm, dry house, and suddenly you're drenched in water. It's cold, it's uncomfortable, and it's a sensation unlike anything you're used to. You'd probably be pretty startled too, right? Well, that's exactly how cats feel. Cats are creatures of habit and comfort. They've spent their entire lives in a mostly dry environment, and their bodies are built for it. Their lush, thick fur is designed to keep them warm and dry. It's an insulator and a protective barrier. But when that fur gets soaked, it's a whole different story. Imagine wearing a heavy woolen coat and jumping into a pool. It would become waterlogged, heavy, and would take ages to dry. That's what it's like for a cat. Their fur, once drenched, becomes a burden rather than a comfort. It weighs them down, it's uncomfortable, and it takes a long time to dry. And during that drying time, they're left feeling cold and vulnerable. Moreover, cats are sensitive creatures. They rely heavily on their sense of touch, and the sensation of water on their fur is foreign and unsettling. It's not something they're used to, and it's not something they particularly enjoy. Additionally, being wet can interfere with a cat's ability to move and jump with their usual agility. They're creatures that pride themselves on their nimbleness, and the heaviness of wet fur can hinder that. It's akin to asking a ballerina to perform in lead shoes. The grace, the elegance, the agility, it's all compromised. So it's not just an aversion that's been passed down from their wild ancestors. It's also about the uncomfortable, unfamiliar sensation of being drenched, the weight and discomfort of wet fur, and the hindrance to their natural agility. It's clear that cats' fear and discomfort around water plays a significant role in their aversion. Although it's generally true that cats dislike water, there are always exceptions. Now let's dive into the fascinating world of these outliers in the feline kingdom. First off, let's talk about certain breeds that are known to be more water-friendly than others. The Turkish Van, for instance, is often referred to as the swimming cat. Originating from Lake Van region of Turkey, these cats are renowned for their love of water. They have a unique water-repellent coat that actually makes swimming a breeze for them. Then there's the Maine Coon, one of the largest domesticated cat breeds. These cats have a dense water-resistant fur and tufted paws that act like little snowshoes, making them adept at swimming. They are often seen splashing in water bowls or even joining their owners in the shower. But it's not just about the breed. Early exposure to water can also play a significant role in a cat's comfort level with getting wet. A kitten that's introduced to water in a positive, gentle way may grow up to be a cat that's more open to the idea of baths or even a quick swim. Of course, this doesn't mean you should force your feline friend into the water. Always respect their boundaries. But if you have a young kitten, you can try gradually introducing them to water, making sure the experience is always positive. In the wild, cats are solitary hunters who rely on their keen senses to catch prey. Getting wet can hinder their abilities, which is why many cats are naturally wary of water. But as we've seen, there are those unique cats who break the mold and embrace the water with open paws. So remember, while it's true that many cats prefer to keep their paws dry, not all felines are the same. So not all cats are water averse. It largely depends on their breed and early experiences. And who knows, you might just have a water-loving whiskered friend curled up on your couch right now. Knowing why cats hate water can help us make their lives a bit more comfortable. It's not about forcing them into situations they detest, but finding ways to make necessary water-related activities less stressful for them. Firstly, let's talk about bath time. It's a common misconception that cats never need baths. While it's true that they are meticulous groomers, there are times when a bath is unavoidable. When this happens, use warm water. Cats are sensitive to temperature, and a warm bath can be a lot less shocking than a chilly one. Now, let's address the slipping issue. Ever noticed how your cat's first reaction to water is to scramble out? Part of this is due to the slippery surfaces commonly found around water, like bathtubs or sinks. Providing a non-slip surface can help your cat feel more secure. This could be as simple as placing a towel at the bottom of the sink or tub. Another tip is to keep the bath brief. Cats are quick creatures by nature, and a fast bath aligns more with their comfort zone. So get in, clean up and get out, without dallying too much in between. Now, once the bath is over, drying them quickly is crucial. A wet cat is a cold cat, and they detest being cold almost as much as they hate being wet. Use a towel to gently pat them dry, avoiding vigorous rubbing as it can cause unnecessary stress. Lastly, remember that positive reinforcement goes a long way with cats. Reward them after the bath with their favorite treat or some extra cuddle time. This will help them associate bath time with positive experiences, reducing their stress in the future. By understanding and respecting their aversion to water, we can make our feline friends' lives a little bit easier. It's all about making the necessary comfortable and the uncomfortable manageable. After all, a happy cat means a happy home. So, why do most cats hate water? The answer, as we've discovered, is a fascinating mix of evolution, fear, discomfort, and individual breed characteristics. Our furry friends evolved from desert-dwelling ancestors, so their coats are designed to keep them dry and warm, not soaked. This, coupled with the fact that their undercoats can stay wet for a long time, causing them discomfort, makes water a less than ideal proposition for them. Then we have the fear factor. Some cats are simply scared of water, possibly due to a lack of exposure or a negative past experience. And of course, there are exceptions. Some breeds, like the Maine Coon and the Turkish Van, actually enjoy a good swim. In the end, understanding these behaviors is crucial in helping us provide the best care for our feline companions. Whether your cat is a water lover or a water hater, understanding their behavior helps us care for them better. Thanks for watching.